Thank you for that.
It's a good thing I didn't let out kill myself.
Me too.
We doubted if anybody was going to pull a double bonus in their retirement fight, it was going to be you. But have you started to think yet about what it will be like in the coming weeks and months, knowing that you're not going to train for another fight, that you're not going to get back in there?
Yeah, you know, I mean, to be honest, I've been fighting since January '98. I started training, and I mean, that's all I know. I think, you know, that's over a third of my life. That's so my kids have been alive. That's all they've ever seen is me fighting. So it's gonna be real weird, and I know that, and I know it's gonna be very hard for me. But you know, what's gonna be more hard is if I didn't do this, because you know I had my knee hurt last time, and I had to take a lot of time off, and I was at home a lot, and just when I had to get back in the gym and start training, it was difficult. I mean, I honestly, for the first time ever, didn't want to go to the gym. I wanted to stay home and spend time with my family, and I had to force myself. I was like, I can't do it. You know, Dan will beat me to death if I do that. So I can't do it, and I made myself go, but it was tough. So when that was going on, I knew that I had no choice. If I don't want to be there, this ain't the kind of sport you can do if you're not, you know, you don't want to be there. And I felt like that was starting to slip, so I knew I had one more in me, and that was it.
Can you share a little bit about what you said to your kids and your family, you know, immediately after the fight, and what they said to you?
They just told me they let me in there proud of me, and I just, you know, I think I said I was sorry, you know, in a way, because I just, you know, I realized that, you know, I'm not being as good of a father as I should. You know, they need certain things. And maybe I wasn't giving it to them, you know. I was a little too worried about, you know, myself and my glory, and I just, you know, puts it in their perspective. You know, they need their dad.
And fight-related, were you surprised that Dan shot on you? And
Kind of, you know. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? 'Cause I thought he was landing a lot of good punches. Look at my face; it's all beat up, and my head is hurting. My ear is swelling up. I don't know how he did that, but that hurt. And he was beating me up a little bit too. I was landing some good ones. It was just a great fight back and forth, and I think he probably saw that my stance was up, and he's like, "Swear, I'm gonna take Chris down." And you know, I go with a lot of good wrestlers. I just that's just an instinct for me to grab a guillotine as soon as they shoot, and I just got really lucky and grabbed it, and you know, got lucky.
Chris, can you talk about how you felt coming in tonight? We were all trying to speculate, you know, what's this dude? Does it boost his performance? Is he nervous? What is it? Did this feel any different than your other fights?
It kind of did, but it was weird. I felt just so calm. Like it was weird. I just felt like nothing really mattered. It was just going to be like me going out there and having like going to the gym and just sparring. I mean, I was really up for it. I've never seen anybody kind of leave the sport on good terms with wins. You know, everybody goes out when they get knocked out 3 times in a row. It's like, well, you know, that's it. But that wasn't the case. I wanted to go out, be the only guy to ever go out like you know, on a good streak, and I feel hopefully I did that. And I felt really good about the fight, and I just felt really like peaceful when I was getting ready to fight.
You often, you know, like you said, you're leaving on top. I mean, this has been one of the most successful runs of your career as of late. You often point to the Sarah fight as a moment that you changed everything mentally. But what about technically? Did something change? I mean, what is different in you in this last half of your career or last portion that's been so successful?
A lot of it's just been my mentality. Just saying, hey, I mean, really before I had the same skill set, I think. I just, you know, you try to get conservative and try to only throw punches at certain times and try and just, you know, stay in position. And I finally said, I don't care about that. I'd rather lose a couple close fights, which I have because of it. I mean, if I would have tried to just do little things and get the win, you know, I probably would have. But, you know, I got some sort of a sickness in my head or something that can't make me do that. I don't know what it is, but I just said, I don't, it sounds stupid to say, but I said, I don't care. I'm just trying to finish this fight. If it happens, cool. If not, you know, whatever. Some people might say, you know, you should try and win a little bit more, but, you know, I got to be me. I got to fight the way I want to fight.
And finally, Chris, you walk away from the sport with a 10-10 record in the UFC. I mean, but this has been a huge story. I mean, people are behind you. You're in the main event, and it's a 500 record. What does that say about you as a person, your style, maybe the sport, that somebody can be such a big star and not be undefeated throughout his career?
Well, I'd like to thank you for making me feel bad. Dang, are you sure that's it? I mean, I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but dang, I tried hard. I don't know. Well, you know, I mean, I think it just speaks to the fact I've lost like 4 or 5 split decisions. I've had a lot of close fights. a couple wins here or there will go a different way, and I feel like I've been fighting for the title a couple of times. I know that, and you know, we also had a couple cuts and just stopped, and I just feel like I never really got the lucky break that got me to where I needed to go. But you know, I don't believe in luck anyway, so you just need to make your own luck, and it didn't happen for me. But I'm happy with my career, and I know I gave it my all. You know, I still have a job at the fire department in Indianapolis, and I have the family, and you know, I split up my time the best way I knew how to. You know, and I didn't ever move away and say I'm just gonna dedicate my life to fighting. I said I'm gonna do everything. You know, I love everything I do, and I'm gonna do everything I love, and I've tried to do that to the best of my ability.
Up to this week, knowing that you were going to retire, if you had kind of pictured how the fight would go, you know, I mean, was it just kind of like this gray area where you didn't know how it was going to end, or did you kind of visualize an ending to the whole thing?
I was just expecting. I mean, I know I've seen a lot of Dan's fights. I know pretty much how he fights, but you know, he did surprise me. He was coming forward the whole time and throwing hard punches. I don't know how hard they looked out there, but they felt really hard. So. You know, I was expecting a fight like that, a knockdown, drag-out, 3-round fight, and you know, that's what I expect nothing less from him. That's why I was so excited for the fight, and you know, that's what we got. I mean, he's one of the toughest guys I've been in there with. I landed a lot of good punches on there and didn't seem to phase him at all. So I was really impressed with him. You know, and I hope just nothing but good things for him. You put him in there with the right people, he's going to put on probably some of the best fights you guys are going to see. So.
You talked about being happy with your career. It's been a really long one. I mean, is there anything left over that you do feel, I mean, knowing that it's over, that you wish you would have done, or some experience that you didn't have that you always kind of thought you would? Is there anything that's missing?
Well, obviously, you know, I didn't get my title type thing, and you know, always if you're not fighting for the title, I'm not. You know, you need to kind of reevaluate, and I always I've wanted that, but you know, I definitely feel it's time for me to move on to other things, and I'm going to. So, you know, I can keep coming on here trying to. You know, if I keep trying to go for a title, I'm going to have to change my style at some point and just try and get the win. I just can't do that. You know, I can't make myself do that, and I won't make myself do that. So I'd like to go out on top.
What is your emotion sitting there right now? I mean, for the rest of us, as a guy who has just won $130,000 in a night and put a fairy tale ending to his career, I mean, are you real happy, or I mean, is it bittersweet? Is it almost kind of like you don't know what to feel? I mean, what is it like sitting there right now?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm just trying to sit back here and take it all in, you know, because it's one of those things I can tell right now that it's going to be something I'm never going to experience again, and you know, I'm going to miss it. So I'm just trying to absorb it all and be part of it, and I'm just happy to be here listening, and I'm proud to be up on this stage. So yeah, I mean, obviously I couldn't ask for anything better to happen, but at the same time, of course, it's very sad for me because, like I said, I've been doing this since '98. That's all I know, so it's tough.